Hey, what's up crew? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Nupi from DNB Academy, and today we're diving into something big. Serum 2. Expert Records just unleashed this beast, and it's loaded with new tools to spark your production game. Whether you're sculpting gnarly bass lines or dreamy pads, this synth got you covered. Let's unpack every new feature, see what they do, and how they'll elevate your tracks. Smash that like button if you're hyped, subscribe if you're new, and let's roll. Alright, Serum 2 takes the original, which we all know as the wavetable king, and pumps it full of upgrades. Think of those iconic DNB sounds, growling reeses, crisp leads. This update keeps that vibe, but adds new oscillators, effects, and slick workflow tweaks. Expert dropped it recently, and it's a free upgrade for Serum 1 owners. Shout out to lifetime updates. The interface is sharper, and the possibilities endless. Let's zoom into what's cooking under the surface. So first we got the oscillators. Serum 2's gone multi-engine. The wavetable oscillator is still here, but level up with new warp modes. Dual warps, we have now 2 warp modes for each oscillator. A smoother interpolation and a beefier FM and phase distortion, right? Over here now we got the FM, that is a new FM that is more emulating analog gear. And the PD phase distortion is like the old FM from the previous, from Serum 1. We also have now some filter distortion, alternative, the old warps that we had in Serum. Sync is now out here, so it's very helpful and it's pretty cool. Like I can show you, for example, the difference between both of these. So let's just get here really quick. Assign. Actually, there we go. All right, let's bring this down, and we're doing FM from B already. So let's see. Let's just drop this 1, 2. Let's go. Right, while the kind of old FM, it goes more. Doesn't even go that high in frequency, right? So new textures to explore around here, and you can twist waveforms into madness, ideal for evolving DNB bases, right? With the overall warps and this new addition here. Also to notice now, most of the menus here for the Unison, it's over here where you can tweak the width, the stacks, the mode, wavetable position, and all that. The things that used to be in the global in the previous, now they're just here, which is very helpful and handy. Then there's the multi-sample, right, where you can import multi-samples from their huge library. Let's say acquire, for example, or even your own SFZ files, you know, like similar to contact files. There's a multi-band unlike each key. It's loaded with 1 sample, and with that you get the full instrument, right? So this is a really cool feature. Then on the sample itself, right, when we use just the sampler, for example, one of the cool features is the playback modes they have now. For example, we have here a snare, right? And let's say we change here, so you got like forward, reverse loop, forward tail it. So a couple of features here, for example, reverse loop. So a lot of fun stuff just with this. So and with it, again, you can morph it, you can add distortion with this warp filters, FM, whatever, right? So it's very complete in this part too. It's definitely worth it. For example, another cool feature that this one has is if we had, for example, a break. Let me just grab here a break or anything else, but in this case, I'll grab a break just. So over here, and we right click it, and we can go and slice auto, right? And now, right? And even how you want it, in this case, one shot. So we can do really cool stuff with it. Again, create a little bit of, for example, distortion. You can grab just that sound from the break or something like and process it like you usually process a break. So that's a really cool feature as well. So you can turn a breakbeat into a playable patch with tails mode for smooth fades and rate control for tape stop vibes, right? Like we do. Right, it kind of speeds up on this scan mode. We just reset this. All right, cool. The granular oscillator is next. Let's just load here the factory sample, for example, the flute. There we go. Now. We can slow it down. We can even add some random to direction wise, you see. So you can get really cool textures out of it, you know. Tweak the size, tweak the density, position. You can turn a vocal into a shimmering pad or anything, you know, kick into a pulsing rhythm. Perfect for atmospheric DNB. And lastly, we have the Spectral oscillator. This one is quite cool as well. Let me just load like something like this, for example, the brass. Right, and with the spectral oscillator, it's a real-time resynthesis analysis, and it analyzes harmonics and transients like a surgical time stretcher with spectral filtering. So let's see. Or even, for example, now we apply here some type of filtering, or even on the spectral, like a tune. Or even on so you can see we can have a lot of fun, you know. It's like isolate something, add punch, create harmonics with it. Insane for precision sound design and creating really cool textures with the sound. Serum 2 FX got a serious upgrade, and the routing is where it shines. You can still drag effects around, but now you've got main bus 1 and main bus 2. These are two parallel signal paths running straight into the master output. You can send your oscillators, there we go, we can send your oscillators to either of them, just one, or even select them for direct into the main one. So with that, it's endless possibilities, right? Because we can grab here, for example, let's create this as our sub, so it's going none over here, right? So it's not going straight to the direct out, it's going straight to the bus, and it's going to be to the bus 1. What we're going to do, we're coming over here to the effects, into the bus 1, right? Because you see the sound is routing down into here. We're going to open a filter. Let's do like a Just go down here 2 octaves. So we can use this square and so we got our sub. Just get this into mono, a little bit of attack. And now what we're going to do, oscillator B. So here's a bass kind of that I usually do. Let's bring it all the way down here. Sine. And then oscillator C again, a sine. 1 up here, 4 up here. But what we're going to do now is not to main. Neither of them. And they go both to bus 2, and this one again, bus 2. We go to the effects. Now we're having sound on bus 2. We come over here into the effects. Let's add some distortion. I got some new distortions. Let's try the new one. Overdraft. There we go. We can add a little bit of stack. Bring it down to level. And then with it, we can add just some width, for example, with the delay. We just change here the rate. Right. Close over here a little bit. We got some width after that. We can add, for example, a bit more of chorus. Right, and that way we still have our sub nice and solid. Mono, in this case, the bus, you can either route it to go back into the main or go straight into direct out. So it's not, even if you add now extra, let's say you got something else, the noise routed into the main, right, or so, and you want to still apply effects over this too. So it's insane, you know. As you can see, the possibilities are infinite. It's like having a little mixer inside of Serum, right? And that's the thing, you know, like, this is insane. This is a sound scoping on steroids. Next up, performance tools, the arpeggiator and the clip sequencer. Next up, performance tools, the arpeggiator and clip sequencer. The ARP is a 12 slots powerhouse. Build custom patterns or import MIDIs, then trigger slots from your keyboard. It's simply insane. Tweak velocity, gate swing. Let's hear it. You can always visualize here the notes, right, that it's playing, which is quite nice. So you can see you can vary by just playing on the different parts of the keyboard, and it will jump into slots. Then the clip sequencer, it's even wilder. A 12 slot again, step sequencer, right? In this case, this preset, there's this one. Let's give it a play. So as you can see, it's interchanging between the ARP, right? You can control that over here, and the type of note. So imagine this like a mini DAW, right? This clip sequencer where you can set up everything and the notes or chords, chord progressions and stuff like that just to play, and then change along in between slots, and even connect them with the ARP. So this way you can get different ARPs with the different notes and different modulations. So it's incredible. It's pretty cool once you set up all the slots, because you can go like kind of a live thing, right? Kind of a jam, and end up by discovering really cool, interesting sounds and sequences and all that. Definitely these two are a really good addition. So workflow is smoother than ever. The preset browser now, it's smarter, and you have the tags where you can select your specific patches and align them and just filter them. Also, a really cool new feature is this preview mode for the preset, and actually if you have a clip, we'll play the first clip kind of, or an arpeggiator. If I play right here, it's a really cool feature, definitely, right? That you can preview in context, like what's a melody or the type of bass or everything. So definitely a good upgrade here in this part in the browser. Then LFOs, we got really cool news about the LFOs. We got the normal one. This pet one is insane because you can design your own kind of shape, right? And for whatever you want. And then over here, right, let's just load here something different. Actually, let's go to initial preset, and I go again. So over here on the path, you can design whatever you want, and then just go over here with the X. For example, we're going for the chorus pit, and let's open a filter over here. And with the Y, we're using it in the filter. So now kind of, let's see what's the result on this. All right, let's slow it down a little bit. So you guys can see, of course, this is very... It's very interesting. You can do loads of stuff with this. I can already imagine really cool stuff going on with this. Besides that, we also have the chaos, right? And again, we got an XY into it, so why not? Oh, it's already set up, is it? Yeah. So I imagine this chaos, well, for basses as well. If we speed it up, definitely we can get some cool modulations out of that. And then we got this one. So definitely interesting things will come out from here for sure. And this modulation is a little bit more visual, so more fun to watch. Then it's CPU optimized as well. You can open a lot of instances of Serum 2 without crashing your system. A must, of course, for DNB projects, right? The factory library is huge this time. Besides presets, they have the samples, the multi-samples and all of that. So it's over 600 presets, 288 wavetables, plus the samples, right? From ambient to apocalyptic and instant inspiration. It's pretty cool. So, the rundown. Serum 2 Pros. Killer oscillators, flexible routing with main bus 1 and 2, dope effects and creative tools, all wrapped in a slick workflow. Cons? Beginners might find the depth intimidating, but that's where DNB Academy steps in. More tutorials incoming soon. This is for producers who want to push the limits. DNB vets or beginners alike, free for Serum 1 owners, $189 intro for newbies. Worth it for the firepower. And that's my first breakdown on Serum's 2 new features. Tons to play with, and I'll dive deeper in future videos. Props to Xfer for this beast. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe for more DNB Academy content, and tap the bell to stay in the loop. What's your favorite feature? Those buzzes, the granular oscillator? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, keep crafting and I'll catch you in the next.